unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns.
To kick off for Detroit.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's checking. Crash.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. That'll bring up second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 4.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
He's coming, double up. Check, check. Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
For the point after.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tackled at the 25.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Browns take
and he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Four yards remain for second down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
Third down.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. A give. This is Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
On the carry.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On third down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. That's the
on to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
DeAndre Swift.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. And this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They toss it left side to Chubb. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 76 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. It got his man complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Stafford's pass complete.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the Lions' 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
35 to Mike. All right, here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Stafford going to give it to Swift. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
At the 38-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
Stafford's pass.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now.
They'll try it now with Swift. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
At the Browns' 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Stafford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Swift looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, the 30, 10, 5, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Once again, it's Swift. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Swift, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
So they will go for it. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
They'll try to run with Swift. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Browns 35, Lions 12.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Intercepted.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Stafford, and he'll find Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll run on first down. Swift. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So Big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
35's the mic.
They go play action. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
At the 47-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the pass.
On the run, this is Hunt. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Makes the tackle.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They run it again with Chubb. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Austin Seibert for the Browns field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Down by Denzel Ward. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 38, Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
50 yards.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, past the 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Austin Cyber.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed. Locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.